All right, welcome. Here we are, episode 45 of Smashcenter, brought to you by PG Stats, Panda Global, and myself, Suar. This is, of course, the big one, the big 45. We're really happy to have everybody here. Coney, of course, is going to join us in a second, and our special guest, which you might have already seen from the title, is going to be MKLeo. So we're going to get to that in a moment, but first, of course, like always, if you're listening to us through Twitch, we're going to have a live Q&A at the end, so please hold your questions until then. Tag us in the chat. We'll take our time answering them, and since Leo's here tonight, that'll probably get quite crazy. But in any case, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you can get the latest in Smash Ultimate coverage by us, Smashcenter, and of course, any Panda Global content. If you're listening to us from Spotify or iTunes, welcome. This is now the start of the show. For anybody else who hasn't tuned in before at all, and this is your first time watching Smashcenter, this is your ultimate source for Smash Ultimate news coverage, controversy coverage, and more. We've done this show now for almost the entire year. Coney and I have been going into each and every weekend, looking at what's happening, bringing it to you, and breaking it down. We've had interviews, we've had shows, we've had gaffes that are pretty fun throughout the season, but in any case, we're now rounding out towards the end of the year, 2019, and the end of the second PGR season, which we'll of course talk a little bit about with Leo. But in any case, let's go ahead and get our guests now on the show and our co-host Coney. So both of you, how's everything going? How's everything been? Coney, starting with you, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How's it going? It getting dark so early is messing me up, dude. Like, I'm driving home at 5:30 and the sun's setting. It's messed up, but no, everything's good. Wife is 3 weeks away now, so getting close to that time, so it'll be fun.
All right. Well, thanks, Coney. Daylight savings is hitting different for sure. And then Leo, welcome. How's everything been?
Well, thank you guys for having me here. Everything's going well.
How's it feeling waking up every day, being number one in the world?
Being number one is just like something I always wanted to do. And I've been the number one player for like a year now, so it doesn't feel like something too crazy already. Like when I won Evo, I was like, okay, this is indeed crazy. But like now it's just like something that needed to happen. Probably.
Okay, all right, I'm not gonna argue that. So we'll dive into the show immediately. For anybody who doesn't know, Leo, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself as we get into these first couple questions? Who are you? Where are you? What have you been doing? And why should we know about you?
Leo. My name is Leo. My gamer tag's MKLeo. I live in Mexico. I go to the United States a lot because that's where I play. You should know me and talk to me because I'm currently the best player in Ultimate in the galaxy, like I saw in the chat. And not only this planet but the galaxy. That's why you need to talk to me. You need to subscribe to me, and you need to watch this.
Perfect. All right, so let's not waste any time. We're going to open up with basically the sort of now looking back, right? Smash Ultimate is going to turn a year old here next month. I believe it came out December 14th, if I'm not mistaken, or December 18th. But in any case, we're now in November, the middle of it, November 12th today. And it's going to turn 1 year old. Fellas, what are some thoughts we have now that we've had all these tournaments? We've had over 10 S tiers from obviously the first season ones to the second season ones.
Most of them won by this guy.
Yeah, actually, this shirt actually, Super Smash Con. That's what you did right there.
It could have been Sam Soares. You stole it from him.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So how's it feel? Any surprises? Any big feelings? We can start with you, Coney, or Leo, if you have an idea already. But how do we feel now that the game's out almost for a year and people have been playing it competitively?
I love this game, and I kind of always have, and I still do. I talk about this every single week on the show, but I think Ultimate is amazing for what it is. Even when we first got it, it was just an incredible sort of first draft, and we knew that they'd be able to sort of revise it and fine-tune how they want the gameplay to be. But I'm still just as sort of amazed by the game, like, as I've ever been. And like I said, I'm not shy about saying it. I think it's a huge step up from Smash 4. and I'm every day I feel blessed to be able to talk about this game. I'll just say that.
And let's address that for a moment, Leo. How'd you leave Smash 4 feeling? I mean, obviously you were also ranked right there, but were you glad it was over? Like, now that it's over, are you glad it's done?
I don't think I'm glad it's over because, of course, I lost some characters that I wanted to play in this game. We, of course, lost Zero since he doesn't play the game anymore.
Yeah.
So it feels like something different, but since I played the game at the E3 Invitational, I knew this game was gonna be the best Smash. Even if people hate my opinion because they think Melo is the best, I still think Ultimate is way better. The fact that every character can be winning tournaments just amazes me. It's so good. It's only a year old. I mean, it's not even a year old, and everything seems pretty good. We have Pokemon trainers, we have Warriors, we have Jokers, we have Peaches, we also had Jigglypuff buff. So we don't know what's going to happen in the next year.
I can tell you what's going to happen in the next year. She's not going to do anything. I'm telling you.
I think the same way as you, to be honest. I don't think buffing a character is going to make the character better than. Of course, it's going to be better than he was before, but still not top tier, able to do something in tournaments.
Yeah.
But it's still a fact that I liked Smash 4, because it was fun to play, and I was also really good. So when you're really good at something, you enjoy playing the game. Of course, if you're not good, there's no reason to enjoy the game, in my opinion. When Ultimate came out, I was okay, I guess a new start. Let's try to be the best.
Yeah, and you did just that, the Invitational. It was really cool seeing you at the Nintendo store on the big screen when it was happening. I remember we were all there for the reveal. That's when they hit us with the "Everyone is here," and of course it was a big, huge event. So we'll see what they have cooked for us for E3 this next year. One thing though from Smash 4 that you could have in this game, what would it be? Either character or otherwise, mechanic. Is there anything you particularly miss that you wish was back?
I really like perfect pivoting. I think that will be the greatest thing in Ultimate, and also Marth's jab one. Jab into forward tilt, jab into dancing blade, jab up tilt was the best thing ever.
Just Marth's jab one.
Yeah, I don't really care about Cloud or Meta Knight. I mean, they work. So Marth's the only character I want back.
Cool. All right, so I think that covers a lot of it. Smash a year later, the character diversity is high. As you've obviously seen, Leo, and since you're in every top 8 graphic that's relevant, it's all over, right? We have Peaches, like you said. There isn't one character that's necessarily dominating. Do you feel, Leo, that 1 year from release compared to 1 year from release in Smash 4, we're in a better spot? We're in the same spot? We're in a worse spot?
I think we're in a better spot, yeah.
Okay.
I think in a Smash 4, I mean, of course I don't want to be mean or rude, but I think I was watching bots from Smash 4 and it didn't seem like people played the game the way it needed to be played. And I think even though it's only the first year of Ultimate, everyone's already playing the game really well. It should be played.
Yeah.
Of course, there must be something else in the next year, in 2 years, but I think we're doing way better than we were doing in Smash 4.
So one of the that actually leads me to one of the questions I wanted to ask is a lot of people kind of come at you just like they do with any other person that wins a lot, and they say, oh, it's the character, it must be the character, blah blah blah. But you've succeeded at high level with multiple different characters. You did it with Lucina, done it with Wolf, even did it with Ike. Obviously you've got a bunch of different characters under your belt. But one of the things that I think a lot of people's eyes are on now is you, the best player in the world, winning a lot with Joker, and a lot of people said, well, there's only one Joker, it's not a big deal. Now Tweak, currently on PGR's second best player in the world, has been getting a lot of attention for picking up Joker, but he has a totally different play style. Part of me wonders, do you think the Joker is sort of an inevitability in this game? Do you think all right, then Void's going to pick him up, and Void's going to be amazing, and then Nairo might do it, and then I don't know if Sam Sawyer would ever do it, but do you think Joker is sort of going to take over at top level play? Maybe not totally, but maybe 5 out of the top 8 spots, something.
I don't think he will. I think since the game, since Sakurai is always getting the game better, adding characters, adding new patches. I think once he sees Joker dominating the scene, I think he's gonna nerf him.
Mm.
Of course, I've been winning a lot, but like it's only one person, right? Now that Tweaks has been playing the character, Sakurai won Big House, not with Joker, but like he beat Meister with Joker. Yeah, he also beat Nairo with Joker. It's not like there's only me. There's also Sakurai and Tweak. Even though we all play like differently, it's still the same character, and it's still like really good. I don't think he's the best in the game because I think he loses like some matchups like he didn't need to lose, but still I think he's like of course one of the best.
What do you think his toughest matchup is?
His hardest matchup is probably Pikachu and Pichu. I mean, I think like most of the characters in this game loses to Pikachu and Pichu.
Yeah.
But it's still like really bad. I literally cannot win. That's why I play Lucina still.
Okay, go on.
But I do like watching Tweak playing Joker. 'Cause, I mean, he plays different than me, so it's always good seeing someone else playing your character because like you can just like copy something he does, right?
Sure.
You can just become better by watching other people playing your character. I know that he doesn't play the optimal Joker in my opinion. Like he's too campy. Of course, I mean he's trying to win, and he thinks that's the best way to play Joker. But yeah, I'm really happy that he's like showing me what to do with the Golden Storm. Because like I used to struggle versus Olimar a little bit, and like after watching Tweak doing what he did to the boss, I was like, oh, it seems like it could be easier than my way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that he got second place at Tri-State Showdown. I'm really happy because like at the beginning when he was playing versus Reavers, Diddy Kong, and he was playing versus the boss, he didn't seem like really good. Like he was doing exactly the same thing as he did versus the boss the last week. And I felt like he was going to lose the tournament. Of course, he did lose the tournament to Nairo because Nairo's really good at the match. He's also really good as a player. But at the end, he started doing like everything he needed to do. Like besides like camping Nairo, he was just like going in and like punishing everything.
Yeah.
And I think like he got way better in one tournament. So I'm really interested in what he can do like after this tournament.
Yeah, because you've been playing Joker the whole time, so you're kind of also showing the most, and you're also being studied the most. So interesting to see how they sort of speed that up in terms of the meta development. But also, I think also to Coney's question, like I'm not seeing that many mid-level Jokers to the point where it's like a problem.
Yeah,
I think when talking,
it's like weird. Cause like it's like of course not the same thing as Bayo, because like Bayo used to be like, oh, I need to play a Bayo in bracket like first round. Oh
yeah,
I might lose because I used to feel the same feeling. But like in this game, when you're seeing a Joker, I mean, when I see a Joker in my pool, it's just like, dude, like you literally play Joker because like I played Joker.
You invented him.
Like you realize that he was a good character. So like I know what to do because I mean I already do everything. But
love the confidence.
But like when I see Sakurai and Tweak, of course I want to play them.
Yeah,
I'm kind of afraid because like I don't know how good I do in the matchup. I beat Lemon, but of course he's like a top 5 Joker because he's still not like Tweak or Sakurai.
Right. Yeah.
I know Sakurai doesn't play Joker that much because he also has like more characters, but I know he beat Tweak, he beat Mars with Joker, and like that surprised me a lot because like Tweak and Mars has been one of my like hardest opponents.
Yeah,
and they
also
practice the matchup a lot, and like seeing them lose against another Joker is like really weird. So it's like, oh, like are they really bad versus Joker, or am I doing like something that wrong, or Sakurai is doing something new? I don't know.
I think I feel like Joker has enough sort of varied moves, and he's got so many different sort of applications that he probably has a lot more room to sort of innovate and develop than a lot of other characters in the game. I think Inkling is one of those that like could only move up, right? Like Inkling can find ways to sort of get better in a lot of different sort of avenues. But part of me wonders how different playstyles are going to do with Joker, simply because like, so we know Tweak is an amazing player. We know he's fantastic, number 2 in the world. He's been picking up Joker, has been doing really well. He's been playing very hot. Part of me wonders if maybe Joker is sort of a stabilizer for him, because we've seen him like have really high highs, and then we've seen him not at his best, and we've seen him sort of, I don't want to say have mentality issues, because it feels like he's been getting a lot better about that, but it feels like it almost seems like you know when he's defeated, you know what I mean? And I think that's when I'm watching him against the Buzz, for instance, from this past weekend, he'll like pump the brakes with Joker and do downward gun and like take a second to breathe. And I think Joker really allows him to do that maybe more than other certain characters.
Yeah, I think that's because Joker has one of the best disadvantaged options, Gun Storm, besides like Pikachu's up B. I think that helps a lot because, like, of course, you can get a second to think what to do like after you land. But still, I think like there's people like don't know how to counterplay that. It's like really easy because like there are some characters, of course not all more, but like there are some characters that can just punish like Joker when he's doing that, or like Palutena that like can double jump upper before Joker actually starts doing the move. And I feel like there's many characters that can do that. I don't know if you guys saw Bania versus Tweak, the Greninja player. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying Bania is not good enough to be Tweak. Of course not, because I think he's really good. But, like, he was struggling a lot because, like, Greninja's too fast. So he kind of, like, abused that move that much. There were some moments when, like, he was trying to do the move, and he just got punished because, like, Greninja's so fast at jumping and, like, punishing Joker. So, like, I think he's based more on, like, the style and the characters he's playing against. But, like, whenever he plays another character that can punish the move, I think he's, like, struggles a lot. Because Greninja, Palutena, Diddy Kong, I think he struggles a lot. And I still think he needs to get better at that.
Well, it's characters with, like, high verticals. So, like, Falco's one of them, but Falco I don't think is gonna lose. Like, I don't think Falco beats Joker, but Falco's a character that has high vertical burst, and I feel
exactly, because like he has a good second jump.
Exactly, yeah. So
he's also fast.
I wonder, like, it feels kind of like that's sort of the same for a lot of things in this game. Like, certain characters are really good, but they struggle. Like Zersuit, really good, but struggles against small characters. Mm-hmm. And maybe sort of Joker's vertical threat and being able to hit from that is his sort of defining thing. It's such a versatile move. And part of me wonders how we're going to see sort of things kind of innovate over time as to how to beat it and how to counterplay against it. I mean, we already saw Samsora pull out some pretty serious Arsene counterplay at EVO and then at SmashCon against you. You were still able to defeat him both times, but it looked like a challenge and it looked like you were sort of adapting on the fly.
He's indeed the best versus Joker, I think. And I think his character is also like really good versus him. I think Joker might lose to Peach just because like the reason she like camps a lot, but at the same moment when I make a mistake, I'm just gonna get like 80%. And like people will say, "Oh yeah, well, like you got Arsene, a free combo, so like you have Arsene." Yeah, well, like she's still gonna camp me, and Arsene is only gonna be here for 30 seconds. So it's still not like a good 30. Idea. It's still like not an idea to take 80 damage for free just because you want to get Arsene, just because you make a mistake.
Yeah. So
it's still like if he's the best versus Joker, like free. Mars, Gluttony are one of the like best too.
Awesome. So that ties into this third part. So Smash a year later, where you put Joker, what you think about Joker. Now, where you are in relation to other players, particularly PGR players, who are you usually thinking about the most in and out of tournament? And in bracket, who do you definitely not want to face? Who do you feel comfortable facing? How's that look? I mean, you pretty much strike me as someone who doesn't really show that much anxiety when it comes to competing. Very calm, very cool and collected. Yeah. Who kind of gets under your skin in that sense?
I think everyone plays like everyone has been getting better at like the Joker matchup. So like everyone's more dangerous like they used to be before. Your cats are fighting, but like I think. Even though it sounds weird, I still think Tweak is one of my hardest opponents just because I think he's still like contender to be the best player. Of course, he has like mentality issues, but still, he's like really good. He wouldn't be the best like contender to be the best or the second best player if he actually had a problem. So like he's doing something right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay. Of course, like Nairo, Gluttony, Sakurai, like Japanese players, because like you just get like random Japanese players come to this tournament. Oh, you lose. Yeah, that's super weird. That doesn't happen that much in this game. Like it used to happen in Smash 4, but it's still like dangerous.
Yeah,
and I would say Samsora, Tweak, Nairo, Mars, Kameme. Because I mean, Kameme is still like 1-0 versus me. He's the only player that has been me like always in Smash 4.
Oh wow!
Okay. Gluttony is also really good. And Light, Like, I think everyone in the top 10 can just, like, give me a lot of problems.
So it's not like you're, like...
Yeah, I'm also not, like, by far the best. Because, like, every tournament I was about to lose, or, like, I even lost 2 tournaments.
Yeah, so it's not like you're going into it and there's only, like, one real threat. I think I remember in Smash 4, it was like, okay, Zero could lose to one guy, but if he doesn't run into him, it's not a problem. You know what I mean? It sort of felt like that at times. But for you, it's like, you could lose to all these people, but will you? And usually the answer is no, but it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I think that ties it up. Anyone that you really feel, though, in a grand final situation, like, if you're coming from losers, you're least likely to win it back? Obviously, Samsora.
That will be Samsora.
But least likely to win it back?
Yeah.
I would agree, yeah.
I think he's like the best versus me and the best versus Joker, but he's still like really hard. And even though I won like the last 2 tournaments versus him, it's still like really hard. It's not something easy. It's something like I really need to work on, because I think it could be easier, but I still need to like figure something out. But of course, I almost lost at SmashCon. I lost at Shine. And I lost in winners versus Samsora at Summit, and I 6-0 him. This is still like really hard.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember sets like as you play them, or if they just like they're blurring. You go back and watch the VODs. But that set, watching Samsora like wait out like 99 100ths of Arsene, and then just get hit by a back air at the very end. Like, you were so good at landing like the crucial final hit of Arsene, and he would die from it. And we're like, gee, how is he getting this every single time? It was insane.
I think he was just getting desperate. I think he was just like, oh, okay, Arsene is about to run off, so like I can probably approach. And then he was like, oh, okay, I'm dead. And I also think like, I don't know, I think he forgot like to camp. Like, to be honest, at SmashCon Shine, he was like way more campy. And in Summit, he was like approaching a lot more. Also, at the beginning of the ending of Arsene, he was always approaching because, like, I don't know, he probably thought that he had a chance to kill me, or like he just didn't feel any fear. He still made a mistake.
Yeah.
Poor Sam, honestly.
So part of me wonders...
He's still the second best, I think.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think he's the second best right now. I don't see Samsora losing to oh no, I don't see Samsora losing to like something that he doesn't need to lose.
Yeah, I think he's pretty... I think he's made a pretty solid claim for number 2 this season. I guess we'll see in the next coming months. But so I'm sure you get this question a lot, so sorry if you have to give another canned answer, but watching you play in a certain... There gets a certain part of a tournament or a certain part of a game, and usually it's game 4, where it's just like... You know what I'm talking about. Like, something clicks, and you just become... it's weird, because I see it with all the players. So Nairo gets into this, like, angry momentum, this fire, and he just rolls through his opponents. Samsora just isn't touched for, like, a minute. Samsora just will not get hit. But you enter this space where it's like, you are just fluid. It's just like poetry in motion watching you play. So what is happening in your head? Like, what is going through your mind when you're like, okay, if I get hit one more time, I'm going to lose the tournament? What is it that you're like, how are you able to do what you do? Because it's really insane to watch.
To be honest, I'm not like pretty sure what I do. I'm just like, I have the mentality to like, I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like super weird. It's like I would say, okay, like even if you're like at your last moment, you can still pull it out.
Yeah,
I think that's something that everyone thinks. Also, I think my character helps a lot because he's like really good at the comeback mechanics.
Sure,
but I think I'm just the kind of player that doesn't get like depressed when he's losing or like when he's about to lose. So I'm just like, okay, I have Arsene, so it seems like I can do it. I made some comebacks without Arsene, so it's like, I don't know. I just feel like I just started playing better. I don't know. There's something that Mewtwo King told me like 2 years ago. He said something like, whenever you're playing Smash, you always need to play the game like if you were a last hit, last stock, and that's what I usually do at the last stock, last hit. But yeah, he's really stupid. But like, I actually do not know how he do.
Just instinct. Okay.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't know. Like, I was talking to Meister about it at Summit. Like, I don't know if you guys remember my set versus T, the Pac-Man. I was losing like really badly. I lost first game, and I was losing really badly the second game. Then I don't know, I killed him at 0%. Like, he was getting edge guard. I did like Gunstorm, 1, 2, 3, footstool, and he died with his up B. And I was like I wasn't even thinking about doing that. Like, I got lucky by doing that.
Yep.
It wasn't even in my head. I was just trying to like escape that situation.
But it totally shifts momentum.
Yeah, and then I won the set, and I told Meister, dude, it seems like something, like, I don't know if God exists, but like, it seems like something out there wants me to win. Like, there's actually someone that wants me to win, and that's why I win the tournament. Obviously, I don't know. It's because I work really hard on my characters, and I work really hard to win. But still, it seems like something funny. Like,
I don't know, because we've got a patch coming up soon. We'll see if God really wants you to win, because 6.1 is coming, and we don't know what. So somebody pointed out that the full patch is obviously the character 5.0, 6.0, blah blah blah. The bug fixes are like 6.01, the last one. So
and the character fixes, yeah,
like
a numbered one. Yeah, exactly. I saw that, but I still think like if I was able to win some tournaments with Ike, I think I can win with any character. Ike used to suck, and he used to suck.
So I think you'll be fine. Yeah,
and I also have Lucina. Like, Lucina is like
so dependable, so dependable.
Yeah,
like so good. Like, I've been playing Lucina a lot more lately, and she's just like wow. What were we doing playing Marth at Summit when I could just play this broken character?
What are your thoughts on Protobana?
I think he's really good, but he's also like, I don't know, he's really consistent, but he is like, I think he's a masher.
Oh my god!
Of course we all are mashers, because like I mash with Joker, I mash with Lucina, but like I think he's like, I don't know, like there's something that like always works for him. Like, I was watching versus the Palutena player, and I was like, oh, okay, what's he gonna do? And he was like, okay, I'm gonna space, I'm gonna hit you with my Nair, I'm gonna footstool, then downer you. And I was like, okay, you might be really good because you just did that, but like, what if you just got lucky? And it seems like he got lucky.
It's funny because like
you heard it here first. Protobana's a masher.
So it's weird because like when I watch him too, I get this weird sense of like,
yeah, but like when I play him at CEO, I can say that he's indeed not a masher. He's really smart, but I just feel like that. I don't know. I still think he's a better Lucina than me. I still think he's a better Lucina than me, but like, I think I can be like the second best or like probably the best if I focus on the character.
No, what it is, it's funny because like when I watch him play, I think this happened at Evo. I'm not sure, but I remember watching him play, and like he would be really far off stage, and he would have to double jump every time, and I'm like, somebody's gonna punish that. Somebody's gonna blow him up for that because he keeps getting away with it. But it almost seems like a bait now because nobody punished it. So part of me is like, okay, is that like, I bet somebody tried to punish it in round 2 or 3 and they died for it. So maybe like that's my lizard brain saying like, go kill him, even though you can't. But I feel what you mean. Like, you watch him and you're like, this can't work. Like, this shouldn't be working. But he is very good.
Yeah, he's indeed really good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like most of the like you guys playing the Protobana versus MKLeo.
Oh, you got it for the fans.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I almost lost that.
You literally almost got blown up.
Yeah, it was
a masher.
I'm also a masher, okay?
We're all mashers.
We all mashers.
If you're not mashing, you're not playing the game.
Can't spell smash without mash. Go on.
He's godlike. Yeah, Protobana is actually godlike. He's like, I think he could be like top 10 if he stayed in the US more. Because he's really good. Like every time I see him playing, every tournament he's in the United States, he's always like winning. He's always, I mean, he doesn't win the tournament, of course. So I always do but he's still like always beating someone like really good. Like he beat Light, he almost beat Sasora, Evo. He almost beat me as CEO. He almost beat Glutony as CEO. He almost beat Tweak at Evo. So Jeez. I feel like he's really good.
I'm scared for Protobana year 2, man.
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Lucina Tito.
So as this set plays out, this ties into like our last part before Q&A, because that'll be a hefty portion. So Coney was talking about the patch notes. It looks like a character balance patch is coming out soon, 6.1. So far the patches have been pretty in the middle. There's been some like nerf touches, but for the most part, not that many extreme, aside from Pichu, not like many things one way or the other. Have you liked the patches so far? It seems like quality of life changes, or are you wanting more? And if so, are you wanting more nerfs or more buffs, and to who or what?
Yeah. I think the nerfs, obviously, they have a nerf one of my characters besides Lucina's Force Smash and Fair. But I think it's still like really good because like I didn't lose to Boyd when Pichu was like really good, but I was always about to lose. So, and I think that was like really dangerous, Boyd being one of the best players with Pichu. So I always thought like he was gonna be like, he could be the best if like Pichu stayed like he was before. Mm-hmm. And I think Pichu's the only character that I really wanted nerfed because I think he was really good.
Yep.
And of course, I would like Meta Knight, Cloud, Marth to be buffed again.
Oh god, where is Meta Knight these days? How is he? How much worse is he compared to the glory days?
I think Meta Knight... Okay, let me tell you the story. I think Meta Knight after Smash 4, after beating Zero at the championship...
Yep.
He was like, okay, Lee, I'm gonna take a vacation. I'm gonna go to Brazil. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be drinking some alcohol, and I'm gonna like just be here forever. And I was like, oh, Meta Knight, like I need you again. Like I need to win some tournaments. He was like, oh, dude, I'm so drunk right now. I cannot do anything right now. And I was like, okay, dude, time for the Ike.
So Meta Knight's just been drunk since Smash 4? It's been a year. Like, maybe he'll wake up this patch.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but, like, if he keeps drinking, I don't think so. He's actually, like, drinking right now.
So what...
I can call him right now to see if he's actually drinking.
So what would he need for you to pick him back up again?
I think Meta Knight is just, like, the character that fits me the most. Like, I don't know if you saw my Meta Knight at Summit. Of course he was drunk. He was drunk. He wasn't playing at his best. But, like, I still, like, beat Sakurai. I beat Nairo. It was Squad Strike, yeah. But, like, I still, like, beat them.
So what do you think he would need to become viable? Like, is it just as simple as, like, another ladder, his ladder to function?
No, I think that Meta Knight's biggest problem since Smash 4 was, like, his only, like, approaches were, like, dash attack and dash grab. And I think like having only like grounded options is not that good in this game because like everyone can actually like out of shield up B, out of shield up smash, and can just like punish Meta Knight for free. His aerial moves aren't that good like he used to be in Smash 4. If you get a dash attack, you actually don't get anything else. It's just like okay, I dash attack. What else? I'm not gonna kill you like in Smash 4. So I would say like more options to approach and the ladder combo. Like not killing you at 0%, but like kills you at like 80 something. Like dash attack into up B, like something. Like we need something.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you also say like the engine too didn't benefit him because like a lot of the movements that you had with Meta Knight mastered, depended on perfect pivoting, right?
Mm-hmm. So it was like perfect pivoting, perfect pivot, grab, perfect pivot, down tilt, perfect pivot, dash attack. And I don't think he has like. I mean, you have dash dance in this game, but it's still not that good.
I think the problem is that...
and I also think, like, he doesn't have, like, many air dodge in this game.
Yeah.
Like, he, like, jumps air dodge, and that's it. Like, his only option is to jump after the air dodge. And Smash 4 was like, okay, jump air dodge. Okay, you're trying to hit me? Okay, I'm gonna jump air dodge. And I'm still gonna be back in the ledge.
I think the problem is, like, there are very few... With the way that this game is played, with so much jumping, with short hops, with full hop aerials, all that stuff, it's like the Kirby characters, all three of them are designed with multiple jumps with low airspeed. So it's like you can't like jump in on people with Meta Knight.
You said the Kirby characters, the floaties?
Yeah, so
multiple jump. Yeah, got it.
Kirby, yeah, so they have multiple jumps. Well, not Jigglypuff, but but yeah, so the Kirby characters, they all just kind of have low airspeed, and Meta Knight can't like jump in on people the same way that sort of other characters can. And so all he has are his grounded stuff, and his grounded stuff obviously isn't very good. So it's tough.
Yeah,
it's a hard life. Yeah, but then I was like, okay, I got Joker, so it seems like I can just let Meta Knight be in vacation forever.
Playing a classic here, Mr. R. Leo Smash Sector 5. Last piece about the patch, before we move into some good Q&A. A lot of people have been posting about it on Twitter, of course, for wish lists, right? So 3 things you'd want from this patch.
3 things.
3 things you want, either for your character, against other characters, buff, nerf, whatever you want. I
want Joker to be nerfed. It sounds really stupid, but I want him to be nerfed.
In what way?
What specifically?
Like, I don't want him to be that, like, okay, I don't want him to depend on Arson that much.
Got it.
I want Arson to not be that good.
So, even though Arson nerf.
Even if they don't, like, buff solo Joker, I still want, like, Arson to be less stronger. Because I feel like there's a lot of players that just, like, wins the neutral game, wins the game versus Joker, and just lose because Arson is too powerful. I'm not saying that we're carried. Of course not. But, like, I think he's too much. Like, it's actually too much sometimes. If you don't know how to camp the character, you're just gonna die.
So you think Joker's Arsene currently just distorts how good or bad the character is because people are just focused on the fact that, you know, you're doing like 30% in a back air.
He's not 30%.
I know.
14%.
But like that's what you mean, like kind of lower the profile.
Also, I would like Jokers. Like, I'm not saying that I don't want Tweak or Zachary to play the character, right? But I would like to be the only Joker. So like by nerfing the character, that means like people that plays Joker because he's broken are not gonna play the character anymore.
All right, second thing you want.
The second thing, I would like Mars Tipper to work more consistent.
Ooh.
Like, to be way more consistent.
Yeah, I also don't like.
I feel like in this game, Mars Tipper depends on like luck, and also since this game depends a lot on the low profile, like hard boxes, I think it's just really hard to get a Tipper. Yeah. Like, I remember my set versus ESET at Summit. I was like, oh, I'm gonna win. I'm up 2-0. So I just need to get a Dancing Blade. He was at like 80. I did like Dancing Blade 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was like, okay, it seems like it hit. I knew it was gonna hit, but then it just didn't hit, and I was like, what? Like, what did I do wrong? I mean, I didn't like how I needed to do it. Like, what happened? Then I just got 3 reverse. I would have won with Lucina just because she's way more consistent.
Yeah, but Dancing Blade also doesn't work all the way all the time, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. So I would like to have it like work every time. Not every time, because that will be too broken. But like, if you guys don't want to buff Mars Steppers, at least make Dancing Blade better. Like, make Dancing Blade like kills at like 100.
Yeah.
All right. So nerfing Joker, just fixing Marth, and then what would be your third thing?
Nerfing Peach again.
Again?
I've been losing to Peach a lot, dude. I need.
You need all the help you can get. In what way would you like her nerf? Because a lot of people have talked about, obviously, her short hop multiplier not being a thing since floating and all this other stuff.
I don't know. I just feel like she shouldn't be that strong. Like, I get hit by her fair at like 120 and I die, and I'm like my
you don't think it should kill?
Do that? No, it's stronger than my backer. It's like, what?
It takes a lot to come out, though, right?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of startup there.
It does, but like, I don't know why. It seems like every time some Sora does fair to me, I just get hit by the fair. It's just like, it seems like it has something.
Maybe
like, okay, it seems like probably he just knows my habits, so like, I always get hit by that fair.
Maybe you're just bad.
Maybe. Everyone is bad because I'm the best player. So like, I don't know what to do, right?
Peach Fair is probably one of the top 5 tilting moves in the game if you get hit by it, because it's just like
he's good, but like, it's not like amazing
about it. The sound, the startup. Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, it's good, but it's not like,
it's not amazing.
If I get hit by Joker back here, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. If I get hit by Peach Forder, I was like, I knew that was gonna happen. Like, she's facing me.
Not a
what
surprise.
else should we do? Yeah, I get mad about that. It's different.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, so it seems like a pretty fair wish list. Do we have any news as to when this patch is coming out, or is it just going to be a random direct?
They said it's going to be like in this week.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they said this week, and usually I think they release on Wednesdays. So.
Oh.
I don't know. Things could be messed up by as early as this weekend.
I know they said on the 15th. So Friday? Friday.
All right, payday.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna move into the Q&A now. Leo, thank you so much for all these insights. I think it's given a really good, clear picture as to what you think, which apparently in Game 4 situations is not a lot. So we're gonna move into Q&A now, where the chat asks us, and by extension you, questions regarding anything that they'd want to know related to Smash. For anybody tuning in for the first time or just doesn't know how it works, in the chat right now on Twitch, you can tag us and we'll read your questions at random. The spicier the better. And if they're mean, then probably not going to be read, so just be cool. If you haven't seen Leo before, here he is, #1 player in the world, answering your questions, answering our questions in this 45th episode of Smashcenter. So as they get tagged into the chat, this new one actually is relevant. No_dupes. You gonna play the new Pokemon game, Leo? Sword and Shield?
Nope, because I don't even know when those come out. I'm also leaving to Europe on Friday.
That'd be the perfect airplane game, dude.
No, it's not a perfect. It's not a perfect game. Like, the perfect thing to do in an airplane to Germany is just to sleep. Like, just to sleep, like.
True, he's right.
That's the tech.
Definitely.
You're not a Pokemon guy, though?
I never played a Pokemon game. I know Pokemons because I used to watch the anime, but I never played a Pokemon game.
Okay.
Wow, okay. That is news to me.
Interesting.
Okay, well, there you have it. Does not play Pokemon. Not from this world. This one that you talked about us pre-show. Leo by Lenoxian? Panda Global. What do you think about Terry? We can go around since Coney, you probably have thoughts.
Yeah, I forgot talking about Terry. I think Terry is a top tier indeed. I don't know. I mean, I might be wrong, but like my Rio and Ken were like really bad. Like we're like really bad at the beginning of Ultimate. And like even if you tell me that I want to play, if you want me to play Terry or Ken, Rio or Ken, it's just gonna suck. Like, you don't want to see that. And like whenever I'm playing Terry, I always forget. It's just like, oh, this character is easy to play compared to the other two characters. That's why I think he could be like better at some point. And I also think like the Buster Wolf and the super neutral bee, I forgot his name, are like too much. It's like actually too much.
Okay, Coney, what do you think?
Yeah, I talked about this last time. I don't think Terry's great. I think he's good, but I think I don't think he's especially difficult to play, but I think the effort to play him is enough that you're not going to drop your main character for him if you're already performing well. And then also, so I talked about this last week. So my problem with Terry is that 3 of his 5 specials dive at the opponent and they lose the shield, right? And he doesn't have a command grab or anything. He does have a projectile, but it only skirts along the ground. So I don't know what Terry is supposed to do if you play against him like Ganondorf, and once you just stand mid-range, I don't know what he can do, because all of his scary stuff is off normals, right? So he has to hit you with the A button, but he has to get close to you to do that, and with so many good characters playing keep away, like Zursuit, like Pikachu, like so many characters that want to back away from you, Peach, I don't know how you consistently get in on that. So I personally feel like Terry is good in a bubble, but I think in the metagame he's gonna be ugly. He like, we'll see. I'm not totally convinced. One of the things that that sort of turned me around though is that if he had a good ground game, I'd be like, okay, well, or not ground. If he had a good grab game, it wouldn't matter, because then you could grab people because they're just going to sit there and shield. And he has an amazing dash grab, and people have figured out grab stuff. So if they found out grab stuff, all bets are off. I think he's a good character.
But he doesn't get anything off grab, really, right?
He does now.
He doesn't.
People are finding it, and he's only going to get labbed and get stronger. So if he gets that grab stuff, he will be very good. But if all he gets is a throw, like 12 damage, and then you're at ledge, that's good, but it's not a top tier. So that's what I want to see. If I'm interested to see in how he sort of develops. I think he's got the stuff, but I'm a little skeptical. I think he's high tier right now, but he could be better.
We will see, yeah.
He's so hard to tell. Some characters you can tell right away. You know what I mean? But I don't think Terry's one of them.
Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I think you also need like a really good person to play Terry. Like, you don't need like
that too. Yeah.
Of course,
a solo main.
I think a solo main Terry, and I also think like if I play Terry, if Nairo plays Terry, if Tweak plays Terry, Samsara plays Terry, I don't think it's gonna be that good. Because like we are not used to the character, and we are already winning with our characters. So like it's not something that we need to change.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
I
something
would
we
say
said
like
last
Ryu
week.
and Ken players that like of course I think Terry and I've seen a lot of comments from Ryu and Ken players that they think Terry is better than them. So I would like to see that, like, because like if they were already good with some characters that are not that good, I'm super interested in watch like they can do with another character, like a better character.
The Locust comeback, is it
The
happening?
Locust, Riddles, the
Well,
Japanese
Riddles has
players.
been popping off like in different ways, but yeah.
I think the Japanese Ryu players could do like a lot.
Ooh, yeah, Takara. Awesome. Okay. Next question is an interesting one by TravHen14. Panda Global, who would you want as the last character in the fighter pass? We only have the 5th one. We've had 4 already. The first one was Joker, and then Hero. Oh my gosh.
Hero, Banjo, Terry.
I forgot Hero was out. Okay, so Joker, Hero, Banjo, and Terry, Leo, Coney, 4th one. Or sorry, 5th one.
5th one. I think I know they said they were gonna do another fighter pack.
Sure.
So
But just
I
the
don't know what
5th
to
one.
expect from this last one. I personally would like to see Leon or Chris, a Resident Evil character. Resident Evil is my favorite game, so I would like to see someone from that series.
Did you like the second one, the remake, Resident Evil 2?
I think it's better than like the one from the Nintendo 64, like the first Resident Evil 2. I don't really like the first Resident Evil 2. I think like it's not even like scary at all.
Well,
I really like
PS2
Resident Evil
graphics.
0. I really like
PS1.
Resident Evil 0 and 1. I think those are the best Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
Okay, who would you want, Coney?
Oh god, I got Banjo, so I feel silly asking
You're
for
complete.
anything. Yeah, if I'm being honest, like I feel I can't ask for anything at this point. I got Banjo, that's all I really wanted. Anything that I wanted would be so out of this world. Like my most
Gino?
my least likely thing, if you could just put anybody in the game, it'd be Parappa, but that's not happening, obviously. The most practical character I would like in Smash would probably be Waluigi. But I don't care if he never gets in. I don't care.
I don't think he could at this point.
It would be funny if he was. That's all.
Well, okay. Well, for me, Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, I'd want just a ninja character. That'd be fun. Although it sucks because he's a little I think Joker fulfills that archetype. I mean, Joker, Sheik, and Ryu would be like, or Ryu Hayabusa would play very similarly. So that'd be my pick, and he's fun. They've had rated M characters before, so it's not like that's impossible. I truly don't know. I haven't seen any leaks. Haven't seen anything. So we'll stay tuned. Coney or Leo, do you see any questions from the chat that's blowing up from anyone you want to answer now?
Not really.
I'm seeing a couple for Leo. They're kind of funny, but
Ask it.
Yeah.
No.
Are you talking about this loose goose one?
Yeah, fine. Well, you said it now.
I'm not. No, we're
have
not
to.
promoting violence. Okay, ask it.
No, you do it. You're the one that said it.
I'm not promoting violence on this
All
channel.
right. Well, then we're not gonna ask it.
I saw earlier, actually, asking Leo. It was, where was it? It was about Crom. Somebody asked it, but Leo, Crom, do you have interest? Yes or no?
I do, but like I already played Lucia, so like I don't see any point in playing a new character.
Anything you can do, I can do better, pretty much. Okay. Here's one. She's in and out of conversation like pretty much every day on Twitter. So many Dons ask, Panda Global, thoughts on Palutena? How do you think she's doing? Do you think she'll get hit by this Nerf bat? Or untouched at all? Palutena. Like, what do you think about Palutena? Like, in your honest
I'm
hearts
gonna
of
be
hearts.
honest. I'm gonna be like really honest. I think it's only Nairo being good. I think Palutena is not even top 10. That's my hot.
Damn, not even top 10.
She's not that great.
Wow. Can you say why, sir?
I can say why. I think she's super basic, like kind of like Lucina, but like it's not that consistent like Lucina. the only move that is gonna kill you like really consistent is backer, but like she needs to be like facing the other way. And like you can just avoid that really easy by shielding, like parrying, roll inside, roll back. Like it's just like really easy to dodge that. And I've talked to Nara, and like of course Nara's gonna be saying that Palutena is not that good. But like we all think that she has some problems like killing if she doesn't get what she wants. Like if she doesn't really like double jump air dodge and you're trying to recover, she's not gonna kill you with upper because like you're not in the position to die. If you don't air dodge to the ledge that much, you're not gonna get 2 framed by the down throw, and of course you're not gonna die. If you know how to react to down throw, or like if there's a platform, you just need to be smart. Don't tech at the beginning, then just react to what she does after that.
Alright, well, the anti-Nairo guide. You can click it right
projectiles
there.
aren't that good. I think you can just jump above the projectiles really easy. She's really tall, so she's gonna get hit by projectiles a lot. She can get 2 framed really easy. And her edge guard is only 1 move. Like, I mean, it's 3 moves, but like you shouldn't be getting hit by downer and backer. You should only be getting hit by nair, and it's still like really easy to do.
Alright, well, you know you can't lose to NA Palutena now.
I lost to Nairo before, but like every
Well,
time.
aside from Nairo, you can't lose
Yeah,
to
but
any.
like that's the only time I lost to Nairo.
Alright, well, that answers it. Apparently not a problem, according to Leo. Not even top 10. So you heard it here first, folks. Smashcenter 45. The one I wanted to ask really quick to Leo is, you talked about it with Marth, but Hobby-Ew 2000 asks, are there any characters you think need, all caps, need buffs?
Nah.
Wow. Okay.
I think Mars is still like really good.
That's
like,
it? Just the only real one?
Like he's really inconsistent, but like he can still be like.
So no other character like is desperate for buffs.
Nah.
I think we have enough good characters in this game that like nobody needs. Like maybe
No one's
characters
not
just
working.
aren't good.
Yeah, to be honest, like the characters that are bad in this game are just like the only characters. Like Wii Trainer, Jigglypuff, Kirby, King K. Rool, King DDD. Like no one ever like care about playing those characters. So like I don't see any problem.
So this is asked by Mashy Spike Plat 3. Panda Global, who do you think is the worst character in the game right now? Then, do you have one?
I don't know. I mean, Jigglypuff got buffed, so I don't know what to think about Jigglypuff anymore. But like, I will say Jigglypuff or Kirby
Kirby. Wow.
or Meta Knight maybe.
He's in Brazil. He's in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro Meta Knight right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Cody, you think anybody? I don't really see anybody awful. Like,
Me brawler.
oh god. Do you have an opinion on Mies, Leo? It was asked earlier. Opinion on Mies? I haven't seen a single one.
I do care about them, but like to be honest, I just don't like them. That's why I'm not gonna be giving any answers. But I think they are like these. They are not the worst character.
Yeah, I haven't really seen any on stream. This is an interesting one, and you kind of talked about it also a little bit earlier, but I can't find it now. The chat refreshed. But Leo, who do you think Tweak should main?
To be honest, I think he should have stayed with Wario since the beginning. Wario was the trainer. Of course, I mean he was winning tournaments with Wario. I think he's lying. he doesn't think Wario's like not even top 15. Like of course Wario's good. Like the best player in Europe is like a Wario player. So it's like,
and all the Japanese were shuffling him around. Abadango,
yeah,
Kamame,
like Sakurai, Kameme, Abadango. Please.
I'm telling. Okay, so listen.
And here's the premier warrior main from Brawl. Tell us, Coney.
Hold on. You listen to me, okay?
Okay.
I've talked to Tweak about this before. Okay, the Wario players, as a Wario player in Brawl and Project M, okay, to be Wario is to be cursed. You are branded with a mark. Okay, so what happens is you are cursed to play this character. And the problem with him is that Wario feels amazing, and you're doing everything, and you're staying on top of the guy, and you did 100 out of nowhere, and then you get a waft at 20, and you feels amazing, he feels unstoppable. And then you don't touch somebody for like 3 minutes. Like you just get boxed out. You get
3 minutes. Like 3 minutes. I will say yeah, 1 minute, but like 3 minutes. I think Wario's.
He's hyperbolizing.
I know what I mean, but like I think Wario's like good at like approach.
I'm just saying, I think Wario is so hot and cold that it never feels good to solo main him. Because what you do is, it's like, whereas you can find some things that you can get better with maybe Joker or Pikachu or whatever, with Wario, your stubby little body is the only thing you can control. And it kind of changes sort of how you process the game, and it can feel like it's the character. Some players, apparently Gluttony, I don't know how he sticks with it, because I feel like to play Wario is to doubt the character. Because he's cursed. He is a cursed character. I'm serious. You can't get into the mindset unless you've played the character for a while. In any Smash game, he's the same in all of them. So I understand what you're saying. I think his best character was Wario, and I agree with you. But I feel Tweak. Yeah, I feel him all the time.
I feel Tweak too, because I played Marth for a lot of time, so I know how being inconsistent feels. But it was still he was doing really well with Wario.
Yeah.
Wario was the only character that he could beat me with. He never beat me with Pokemon Trainer, and he never beat me with Roy. I never played this Joker.
Yeah.
But I would say his Pokemon Trainer was doing good too. He was winning some tournaments. He got second place at Evo. He was about to win, but he got Arsene. Then at Smash Con, he got third place. And then he started losing when he went back to Wario. I don't know if you guys remember. But it was after SmashCon, it was gonna be Shine. And he was I'm just gonna go solo Wario or Shine. And he got second place. Still, he didn't do that bad. But what if he just stayed playing Pokemon Trainer forever? I think he will be top 2. Still.
Okay, well, Wario hanging in there, always a threat, and always in bracket. We'll see how that plays out in year 2. But I think here's a really good last question, and also refresh the chat as it happened, so forgive me for whoever asked it. But Leo, all-time favorite moment of your Smash career, what would it be?
Definitely Evo. It's not because I feel it was
which one?
Big. Evo.
This last
year.
one? Okay.
Yeah. It was the first Evo I went to, I got 65th.
That's not his favorite. Yeah.
You lost to Donkey Kong.
That's my second favorite, though. That's my second favorite.
So over the Invitational, over everything else, winning Evo? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course. I think the dream of any Smash players, fighting game player, is to win Evo.
Yeah.
And the way I won Evo, it was amazing. I was losing to my rival. I was losing to the person that I never beat in Smash 4. I felt really good.
I was gonna say, it's not so much just winning, but the way that you won was
oh god,
dominant, and it was harrowing to watch, because it was I mentioned this when I was commentating. It was even though Tweak was in winners and you were coming from losers, he still felt like the underdog, because we watched you go all the way from 7th, and you were just bulldozing through people, and it's still it's just you see it coming towards you. It's like a semi coming in at 90 miles an hour, and you're oh god, this is he's going to win, isn't he? This is really gonna happen. It was
quite the sight to see.
Yeah,
it was something amazing to play too. It was it felt really well.
You have the trophy in your room right now?
I don't have it in my room right now.
Where is it?
I have it in my living room.
Okay.
Yeah, every time I enter my house, I just see it and be
I did that.
I won that trophy.
I did that.
I won that trophy. That trophy's mine.
That's awesome. Well, you heard it here, folks. Leo, thank you so much for being here. You mentioned it earlier where we could find you. Your Twitter's linked on the overlay from before, but anywhere you want the people to find you, shout it out. Twitch, Twitter. What do you think? What do you got?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, MKLeoSB. You can follow me in there. I don't tweet something really interesting all the time, but I definitely twice per day. If you of course if you like K-pop, I think I'm the right player to follow. And Twitch MKLeo_Fox. So I stream almost every day. I'm gonna be in Europe starting this Friday, but with the person I'm staying with actually has a stream set up. Ooh. So I'm gonna be able to stream in Germany with players in Germany, of course. So just make sure you follow the stream.
Cool. Any final words?
Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you guys soon again.
All right. Thank you, Leo. Coney, any final bits before we close out?
Nope. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be finishing Luigi's Mansion Thursday. So if you guys want to see that, come to my stream. Twitter and Twitch/Coney. You guys know all this stuff.
All right.
I don't think I'm going to another Smash event until Genesis. So
Same.
this show's gonna be. Yeah, I was gonna say this show's gonna be good to keep me sort of in the know and grounded. I'll be able to watch everything that's going on. But yeah, so DreamHack is this weekend. Everybody
Atlanta?
watch that. It should be good. DreamHack Atlanta. Yeah,
Perfect.
so.
Okay. Cool. All right, folks. Well, you got it from Coney, you got it from Leo. They're going to go now. Thank you both. We'll see you next show, and Leo will see you at the next event. All right?
Yeah, see ya.
See you guys.
This weekend, Leo, really quick. Well, it's distorted. Whatever. What's the name of the event that you're going to?
It's Vienna something. I think it's BCA.
Okay. Cool. Can you move to the right? Okay.
Right.
That's funny. You're on both sides. Okay, anyways, that glitched out. All right. Thank you. Good luck at the event, and fly safe, okay, Leo?
Yeah, thank you. It means a lot. I'll see you guys anytime soon.
All right, Genesis it is. All right, so here we are, episode 45. Apparently, according to Leo, there is no Palutena in top 10. Marth needs to be fixed, and Leo has Meta Knight on speed dial. He's in Brazil, probably vacationing. So, for everybody who joined in on the chat, thank you so much. The questions were fire. We tried to get to as many as we could, and if I minced your name or did not read your name because the chat refreshed and we read your question, I'm sorry. I'll try to credit you next time. I swear, I credit all artists and retweet their pages, but either way, thank you. It's been fun. Episode 50, we have something special lined up, hopefully. I think that'll reach the end of the year. It's now middle of November. I was gonna say October, the middle of November, which means it's basically Christmas, which means it's basically Happy New Year. The last 6 weeks practically in the decade, not even the year, the decade. So if you haven't told someone you loved them yet, then now's the point. Shoot your shot. 2019, 2020, decade of the 2010s. But yeah, thanks for coming. This will be on Spotify and iTunes in the morning, as well as YouTube. For everybody else, keep it easy, and we'll see you next time. Love you all.